Hey there everyone, and welcome to another lecture of this SolidWorks series. In this lecture we are going to discuss about the fourth shape, that is the slot one. And let's just see what this slot is. And in this slot we are going to see all types of slot that is available in SolidWorks. So before that, let's just find out what this slot is. So for that I'm going to start my sketch, and basically slot is made up of with the help of two objects, that is one parallel lines and another one is a semicircles. Basically there are two parallel lines and the two semicircles inside a slot. So basically you have two lines that are running parallelly, and these are connected with the help of the arc, and this is how a slot look likes. And to dimension the slot, you just have to provide the length value between the endpoints of these two lines and the radius of this arc. So if you have these two dimensions, then you can easily define a slot. But as in SolidWorks, you don't have to define dimensions first. You just have to make any object with the help of random dimensions, and then after you just have to provide the exact dimensions. So let's just see in SolidWorks where do we find this slot and how to make that slot. So for that I'm starting my SolidWorks, and I'm just going for my sketch, and I'm going to select the top plane, as I have told you that all the diagrams that we make here, we usually use top planes. So just click on the top plane and your sketch mode is active, and then the third object over here, this one, the third last or the last object in this column, you will find a slot. So here just click on this arrow and you will find the four kinds of slot that are available in SolidWorks. So let's just discuss about all these four types, but let's see the first one first. So this is known as the straight slot, and this straight slot is used to create the straight line slot, and in this you just have to have a straight line as well as the two arcs. So just click on that, and then it is asking you to specify the first point. This will be taken as the first line, and then the second point, and you will find that a center line is being drawn. This center line indicates the center of the slot. So just click on anywhere randomly, and that straight line is taken as another endpoint of the slot, and you can find that now the slot is created. So this is how you provide a value to a slot, and how you can just create a slot. Similarly, you have different kinds of slot over here. You can just go for the center point slot. In this you don't have to provide the two endpoints, rather you just have to provide one center point and the one endpoint. And similarly, as a mirror object, it will just going to create a object just after the another line after the point, center point. So you just have to provide the half value of this line, and rest half it will create it automatically. Just have the same length with this one. So this is known as the center slot. Similarly, you have the arc slot as well. We have seen about the arc command, and you can just create the slot with the help of this arc slot. So just click on that, and instead of asking you for the straight line, it will ask you for the arc value. So just click on one point and then the another point to define the arc, and then the middle point, the circumference of the arc, and you can find that now a slot is created according to that arc. So this is the arc slot. Similarly, the last one is the center point arc slot. In this you just have to provide the center point of the arc and the two endpoints. So just click on this one, and then first the center point, then the starting point of the arc, and then the end point of your arc. So you can find that a slot is now being created like that. So it depends upon the length or the arc length of your endpoint and the start point. So if you want to create a slot like this, you can just go for that as well. Just click on this center point, then this may be also your slot. You can find that. Okay, so it depends upon the angle of your arc as well as the start and the end points. So basically these are the kinds of slot that SolidWorks provide. So with that we complete our slot feature, and this is all in this lecture. So we are going to catch up you in the next one.